Mr. Khan, you are saying a lot of things about our figment of imagination or being a bogey, etc.
But you check it for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we of course would deal with whichever government is in power and has a constitutional mandate to be in power in Dhaka or any other country in our neighborhood. But Mr. Khan, my question is, you're saying it's figment of imagination or Indian concerns are figment of imagination. Isn't it a fact that terrorists and those involved in anti-India terror activities have been released from prisons and jails in the last 1 month by the interim government? And that's an area of concern. It directly impacts India's national security. So there are concerns in India, which the present government in Bangladesh perhaps is not taking into account and is not being sensitive to.
Shall I give you a frank answer? You see, India's population is of the order of magnitude of 10 times for Bangladesh. And India's area in magnitude terms is something like a factor of 20. And if I may say, in terms of magnitude, Indian economy would be at least of the order of 50 of that of Bangladesh. And Indian military strength would be of the order of 100 times of that of Bangladesh. And even after that, if you say that in Bangladesh we are harboring anti-Indian feelings or we are carrying out persecution against Hindus, which, as I say, are figments of imagination. In fact, you leave me with no other choice but to take it as a compliment. Bangladesh cannot afford to do that against India. Bangladesh has never done that against India, and Bangladesh will never do that against India. Bangladesh wants friendly terms with each and every country of the world. That is our policy, that is our official policy, and that is the policy and the mindset of the people of Bangladesh. You ask anybody around the world, Bangladeshis are one of the most friendly people in the world. The problem has arisen, let me tell you very frankly, the problem has arisen not because of India. Not because of India. The problem has arisen because of India's backing up of an autocratic killer government in Bangladesh. That is the fact. Bangladeshi people had never been against anti-Indian. And this is the truth.
I want to end this interview with you, Mr. Khan, with a final question. While you put this entire blame on India, shouldn't the BNP also take the blame for, one, the proximity that your party has had with leaders in Pakistan and the association that you've had, and the fact that you all have perhaps made several comments about India which hasn't really gone down well, especially coming in from your senior party leaders? Will the BNP admit that you will have to, if at all you are in power, you will have to work closely with India?
Thank you. I don't know the statements you made just now. What are the basis of those statements? Whether these are facts or not, I do not know.
No, I can tell you the basis. I can tell you the basis, Mr. Khan. The fact of the matter is that the last time that a border clash happened between forces between India and Bangladesh, when the erstwhile BDR killed BSF soldiers, it happened during the BNP regime. The fact is that the Chittagong arms haul case happened during the BNP regime. The fact is that just when BNP influenced caretaker government is in power, anti-India terrorist elements are being released from prisons. So obviously there is a pattern of BNP being very anti-India in its position, and it's getting reflected. It has got reflected historically.
You can continue to say what you're saying, but these are without any facts and figures. And
it's BNP, a fact that Ansarul Bangla team chief has been released. Jashimuddin Rahmani has been released. It's a fact that Chittagong arms haul case accused have been released from prison just this month, last month.
The whole thing was figments of imagination of the Hasina killer government to fool the people in the Western world as well as in India, and which she did successfully until the entire population of the Bangladesh, the students and the people, they exposed her, and she was forced to flee Bangladesh for fear of her life. That is the truth. And you must understand one point: the Bangladeshi people are friendly towards India. Did not the Indian Foreign Secretary come and spend 10 days in Bangladesh right before the general elections in Bangladesh, trying to influence and persuade the Ershad, the other government in Bangladesh, which was military government and non-democratic government, India tried to manipulate him and influence the general elections in Bangladesh. These are all interference in the internal affairs of Bangladesh, which India did. I can assure you that BNP, just like any other political party in Bangladesh, they believe in friendship with people around the world.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Moyeen Khan, for joining us on this broadcast. While questions have already been raised about the manner in which the persecution that has taken place and the fact that there are several leaders who are unwilling.
To name a single Hindu who had been killed post 5th of August in Bangladesh, not a single one. So all the propaganda that has been spread around the globe are figments of imagination. I testify to that.
Well, in fact, it is your caretaker government who has actually admitted to that, Mr. Moyeen Khan, and I believe if you can
they
go
have
through
not admitted. They have invited
they themselves. Mr. Yunus has actually admitted to the fact that they will have to reach out to the minorities. So we are not only talking about the Hindus, but several other minorities who have been targeted in Bangladesh. That's a reality.
That's what your reality is. That's why you have messed up everything.
It's not our reality. There are press conferences happening in Dhaka. There are press conferences happening in Dhaka. The United Nations is concerned. The United Nations Human Rights Council is concerned.
So, the only way for you is to rethink, because we want to live peacefully in South Asia, and we must live as friends.
Then you should not be leaving terrorists out from prisons, Mr. Moyeen Khan, but I think we have run out of time.
Right.
Well, thank you.